What's up? What's up, man? What's going on out there, man? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What's up, fam? What's going on out there? Salute to everybody that catches this live. Salute to everybody that catches this on the playback. You know what I mean? We're not going to do a full-fledged episode of We Talking Boxing like we do. I'll have to push it to tomorrow, fam, due to time restraints on my end. But I will do it tomorrow. I'll take some time off tomorrow and make sure I sit down and get a good episode off. But tonight, I just want to slide on through for a quick discussion. You know what I'm saying? Something real quick, get in, get out, like I normally do throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to stop on through real quick, hit this subject, and I'm going to get up out of here, all day. So salute to everyone, each and every one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that rock with the homie. So what do I want to talk about today? We got a lot to talk about, man. I'm trying to wrap this Bud talk up for at least right now. Even though I know we're going to have a lot more to talk about in the future when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford. I mean, we got Errol Spence Jr. right around the corner with Danny Garcia. So clearly, once Errol Spence Jr.'s fight, get on the front and center, everybody's still going to be talking about him and Terence Crawford. I mean, after a performance like that from Terence Crawford over the weekend, I mean, what we seen yesterday, is there anything else to talk about? We ain't got no reason to talk about anything else other than the winner of Errol Spence Jr. and Danny Garcia. So we're going to have a lot more days to talk about my main man, Bud Crawford. I'm glad to see everyone out here today giving Bud his credit. And that's good, at least for the most part. And that's good. I'm glad people have came to their senses all day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Oh, man, thank you, player. I appreciate that, player, for the super sticker, man. All day, fam, bam. Man, I appreciate you, Darian Perry, in the super sticker. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, family. Much love to you, man. Let's talk this real spill real quick, man. Let's talk this real spill. And this is the deal I want to get to today. Bob Arum dissing Bud Crawford. Now, we've already kind of tapped on this a little bit. And that is, the thing is, we heard Bud Crawford come out in recent interviews and telling everyone he has months left on his contract. Ever since then, it's became more clearer that Bud contracts runs through October of 2021. And, it's pretty much right around the corner. Everyone's expecting him to maybe go over to Premier Boxing Champions and give them a look. I told people it all depends on economics. Bud is clearly making a lot of money over there with Top Rank and Bob Arum right now. I just did a video recently explaining to everyone how Bud has a bonus in his contract. Ever since last year, they said for Mean Machine fight and this year, he gets $1 million if Bob Arum doesn't offer Errol Spence Jr. a fight. That's some stopgaps for your ass. That's some stopgaps for your ass. Anytime he says, you know what, put the contract together, put it all together, write it all up nice and good, put my guarantee in there, put the network in there, all that. And guess what, Bob? I really want Errol Spence Jr. and I ain't letting you off the hook. So if you drop the ball, you're going to have to pay me, champ. I like that. I like that. Look at Bud, the businessman. I like that. If it's Bud or Boback that brought that in, man, salute. Fighters, take note. What the hell? You got a bonus in your contract that say if Bob doesn't offer Earl a fight, you get an extra $1 million. Now we wonder why Bob is bitching about money. We wonder why Bob is crying about the money. He is probably losing the rack of money on Bud Crawford. I don't deny that. We're going to get there. I don't deny that. It's a business. And you giving him a $3 million guarantee, and every year you still got to pony up probably $1 million. And now Bob is crying the blues. Let's see what Bob Arum is talking about. I'm sure y'all seen these quotes floating around out there. Let me see who I got in the building, man. Appreciate you, Darian, man. Appreciate that, man. All love, man. Yeah, man. Much love, man. Coach Kennedy in the building. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, man. Thanks for stopping on in, man. I know I'm late tonight, y'all. I know I'm late. So let's get to this. Let's get to these quotes, man. Let's get to these quotes real quick. Now, according to Bob Arum, this is crazy, bro. He straight up diss Bud. This is a diss, dog. You don't go like this on your fighter. This got to be a clear sign that things are coming to an end between Bud and Top Rank. It has to be a clear sign. Hold on, let me get to this quote. It just has to be. So, according to Bob Arum, he says this. The question is, and I quote, the question is, do we want to keep him? I can build a house in Beverly Hills on the money that I've lost on him in these last 3 fights. He goes on and says he's got to promote like Teofimo Lopez does, Shakur Stevenson does, like Floyd Mayweather did, Manny Pacquiao did. And if he doesn't, then who in the F needs him? Do you see that right there? Who in the F needs him? He may be the greatest fighter in the world, but hey, I ain't going bankrupt promoting him. And I'm going to stop right there. That's foul. That's foul. You've been rolling with Bud since 2011. 2011, since you done bought that man contract from his promoter from back home. 2011, Mikey Garcia walks him up to you, to Cameron Duncan. 2011, he been rolling with you. And you hang him out to dry like this. This gots to be a clear sign of the end. Who the hell needs him? Who the hell needs him? Listen to what this man say. He's got to promote like Teofimo Lopez does. I guess he's saying that he wants Bud to get on social media and act a fool. He wants him to be Adrian Bronner, Teofimo Lopez, get on the internet and talk a bunch of trash, kick up a bunch of dust. See, this is where Bob Arum always goes wrong. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. This is why I always say he has no idea on how to promote Bud Crawford. Never have. Now, here's the deal. Bud and Bob got a little bit to share when it comes to this. Let's talk about Bob's end first. Bob, you dropped the ball on your end too. If you would have gave Terence Crawford Manny Pacquiao, hold up. If you would have gave Bud Crawford Manny Pacquiao, not once, the 2 times you could have gave him Manny Pacquiao, where would Bud Crawford be at on the star ladder today? Riddle me that. Where would he be? Where would he be if you would, if the torch would have got passed to him in the proper fashion? Where would he be, Bob? You are mad at Bud for not promoting himself, right? Oh, he could be, I'm losing all of this money on Bud. Who did you line him up with? You thought by Bud beating Victor Postal, that was going to kick the roof, that was going to knock the roof off? You thought about beating Felix Diaz, that was going to knock the roof off? Or you thought by beating Gamboa, that was going to knock the roof off? What have you done, Bob? You couldn't bring Manny, but you give him Jeff Horn. You don't give him Manny, you give him the guy that beat Manny. You give him Jeff Horn, and then you feed Jeff Horn to Bud. But you can't give him that. I told folks, man, the other day, last night actually, in his post-fight interview, we heard Terence Crawford ask for Manny Pacquiao. And that, I believe, is done by design. I don't think he maybe planned on getting Manny Pacquiao. I think he was just sticking it to Bob. And you heard what Bud said, right? I want Manny Pacquiao because that deal is 95% done. At least according to Bob, they was willing to give him $23 million. The people in the Middle East, the people in Qatar, well, they were willing to give him $23 million. So the deal was almost done. All you got to do is just get them to give him the money. That's it, right, Bob? Allegedly, Bob. I think he was putting Bob on the spot. That's what I think. I think he was putting him square on the spot right there. Like, are you lying to me, Bob? To keep it 100. If the fight is as close as you say it is, Bob, you telling the world that Pacquiao was offered $23 million. The money is in the Middle East. I wonder where that come from. I got an idea, but I ain't gonna go there right now. You were gonna give him $23 million. $23 million is what you told him. And you said that deal was just about done. So Bud is probably sitting back like, what are we talking about? We were going to throw all of that away over, just a few months if we got to wait maybe for some crowds or something? We're going to throw that all away? Nah, we're going to stay right there. We're going to stay right here, Bob. You told me you got Manny. I want to see that. I want to see you make it happen. That's what Bud was doing, I think. I don't think Bud believes him. That's just my gut, though. That's just my gut. Am I going wrong here, fam? That's just my gut. I don't think Bud believes him. That's why I think he says no, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao. Well, the articles that are being reported today are saying that Bob Arum got about a month and a half to offer Errol Spence Jr. something before he got to give up an extra $1 million to Terence Crawford. You got a month and a half, bro. It's November the 15th. You got to the end of the year to offer Errol Spence Jr. something. and clock is ticking, and you offered them nothing. You see why Bud got to put these stopgap measures in his contract? He got to do stuff like this in order to try to make Bob Arum get on his job. Ain't no more in-house fights to do, Bob. This ain't like back in the day when you had Brandon Rios and Timothy Bradley and everyone can go around the Rosie, ring around the Rosie, ring around the top rank. Them days are gone, Bob. And now you got to work with people. Now you got to sit down and make some phone calls. You can't just call your own people no more. You actually got to be a freaking promoter. Get out of here. But Terence Crawford, no. And I'm going to tell y'all something like this. This is why you didn't get the Manny Pacquiao fight right what Bob Arum is telling you. This is why you did not get Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. He's telling you right here, I can't make no money with Bud. You think I'm going to knock off Manny Pacquiao, who got a whole country behind him, a country, and feed him to this starving, hungry beast of a fighter? Do you think I'm going to take Lil Manny, who I'm making millions of dollars with, and give him to that guy? No. Hey, Jeff Horn, come on over here. Let me talk to you for a minute. Jeff Horn just happened to beat Manny. Bob almost had a heart attack when it happened. Oh my God. He beat what? And then Bob also lost Manny because he couldn't get Manny out the rematch in Australia. They couldn't change the rematch. Manny didn't want to go do the rematch in Australia. Bob couldn't make it happen. But the fact I'm trying to make to y'all is Bob had a chance to make Terence a big star. He chose not to. Terence Crawford has been at welterweight for 3 years. I remember I can go back 2 years, maybe 2.5, when they were talking about Luis Collazo. So, Bob, you were good enough to get Luis Collazo for PBC to send him over, or wanting to send him over, or the Jotacito Lopez's of the world. But you didn't have enough juice to get Errol or Shawn or Danny or any of them dudes, and you mad at this man. All this man ever did was be great. Kept winning. Knocking everybody out. Giving you exciting fights. Do you see any boring Bud fights? This is why I say Bud and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are a match made in heaven. Bud and Bob don't click too well. You got a quiet little killer over here, and you got an old dude who can't stay in tune with the streets, don't know what the hell is going on. Still running old promoter tactics. Can't stay hip. He say, be like Teofimo Lopez, be like Shakur Stevenson. They kids, man. They kids. They know how to get on social media and kick up dust and make a little crowd with the little teeny bob. They kids. You want Bud to do what the kids do. Oh, he says like Floyd Mayweather. Well, it's only one Floyd Mayweather. Like Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao didn't promote himself that well. He just had a country behind him that was loyal and still loyal to this day. Bud needed someone to sell him while he did the fighting. That's the kind of fighter you have on your hand. He's not the guy who wants to sit down in front of camera after camera after camera. Okay, we're done with that. We'll bring him. That's not Bud Crawford. I'm going to tell you what Bud Crawford had to say. This is what he had to say. And I quote, "I'm not doing an interview with you when you're not a supporter of me." I don't know if I like that, but this is how Bud feels. He don't go around parading himself to everybody. He lets the promoter do that because that's what you are. You're a promoter. You're supposed to promote me. You taking a nice chunk out of my check to sell me. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Now, ESPN, they don't. ESPN is not the promoter. They're the network. Yeah, you got me the deal on the network, but they doing more promoting than you are. Bob can't keep up. He ain't like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn kind of running circles around Bob right now. Staying public, keeping his fighters hot. That's what Eddie does. Bob don't know how to do that no more. PBC, they got Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather can sell ice to a igloo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Floyd Mayweather. He can kick dust up. Who you got, Bob? Who sells any of your fighters? I give Teofimo credit. He's a young gun. He does get on social media, talks a bunch of crazy nonsense, but that ain't Bud Crawford. So who else do you got over there, Bob, on your staff that knows how to promote, that knows how to put Bud in the right places and put him in front of the right people. Most importantly, get him the proper opposition. Who else? You want to put it all on Bud. It's all Bud's fault. You're a great fighter. What did he say? You could be the greatest fighter in the world, but I ain't going to go broke over you. Now, I'm going to say this. That was some of the stuff that we got problems with Bob Arum. Let's look to Bud for a second. Oh, yeah, we going to look to Bud. You damn right we going to look to Bud Nation. Y'all already know. I can love Bud and criticize him at the same damn time. Here's the deal. I understand what Bob is saying when he's saying about going broke. I'm a businessman myself. I got my own. I make my own dollar. I hustle to my own tune. And if I don't get out here and do what I got to do, then guess what? It goes down. It goes away. That's just the way it is. You got to keep your stuff hot. And that's the same thing. Bud does have a responsibility to keep himself hot. These fighters today, yeah, they pay a promoter. Don't get it twisted. They do. And a promoter does have a job to do. But also, you should not put all of your eggs resting on a promoter. You should say, you know what? I'm going to get out here. I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to see if I can hit up some certain people in the industry, maybe who can look out for me. I can just get an interview here, interview there. I'm going to get up on the social media, see who popping, who got the biggest platforms. I'm going to see what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But him saying that he don't want to do an interview when you're not a supporter of mine, I kind of understand, there's so many crap narratives out here and people tell so many lies and false truths and stuff like that. I get where he's coming from. He don't want people like that in front of him probably. He a G. Not to mention he's not that big of a talker. He don't want to sit back and debate somebody on why he's so good and why he's so great and you don't think I am, yet you sitting at home all day, you know what I'm talking about, eating Skittles. But yet you want to tell me I'm not that great. Bud ain't that kind of dude. But at the end of the day, you got to make some sacrifices, cuz. It's your career. Now, Bud has done just fine to this point without overly promoting himself. I mean, he got the biggest guarantee in boxing. I mean, one of the biggest guarantees in boxing. He's fighting on the biggest network in the world. So him not going above and beyond doing the goofy stuff, well, it's been working for him thus far, at least financially. But there's going to come up, I guess Bob Arum is looking at it like, man, I mean, look, what am I going to do with this man for the next year? What am I going to do? They're going to say Shawn Porter. And I'm going to tell you straight like this. Listening to the way Bob Arum is talking, I don't know how much heart that he got to want to pay for Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford. I'm going to keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Shawn Porter, you number one in the WBO, that number going to get called. But I'm listening now to Bob, and I'm starting to wonder to myself, are you going to pay for that fight, Bob, if it comes up? Are you going to pay for that fight? Because you're talking like you don't want to pay for nothing. You pay for Brook. You got Brook on the cheap. You got Brook for $2 million on the cheap and was crying about that. Was telling Eddie, go find some more money. Tell Sky Sports to give us a hand, something. You was crying about that. So I'm almost certain that if Shawn Porter's name get called, well, he may not want to pay for it because you already know how Bob Arum feels about Shawn Porter. I hope that don't be the case. But Bud do got an obligation to sell himself to. It's his career. But at 33 years old, and he's made so much money to this point, does he really got the hunger to want to do that? Riddle me that. Let me see what the fam talking about. Let's get to the comments. Salute to the fam, everybody that's sliding through, man. Salute to everybody. Yes, sir. My main man, Renee Box Young, is in the building. Salute to Mexico, my main man, Renee Box Young. Yo, check this out, man. Everybody that hears the sound of my voice, check out Renee Box Young, man. Real live boxing man right there. Breaks it down clearly, concise, everything, man. Loving the work you're doing over there, Renee, and keep up the good work, fam. All day. You know what I'm saying? You think Bob lying, main man? I was thinking that last night. I think he lying, fam. I think there was a reason that Bud brought that up in front of Bob Arum like that. I mean, clearly he knows all of the boxing world want to see him and Spence. He knows that. And I know he's trying to also put a front out there that I don't want Spence making it like I'm running behind him and chasing him and kissing his ass. I know he's trying to make that too. That's why he came out and told everybody, look, I don't want Spence on the first fight back. Come on, cut it out. If Spence was indicating he wanted you, I think Bud would have took it. But he's saying he don't want it because he know at right now Spence ain't looking in this direction. So I'm not going to look stupid out here looking like I'm chasing this dude. Nah, I don't want the fight right now. You let me know when you're ready, then I want the fight. But everybody in boxing wants to new see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. But he deliberately said Manny Pacquiao right there in front of Bob. And then what did Bob Arum say? He said Manny Pacquiao. Bob Arum was like, no, Errol Spence. They was on two separate pages in their post-fight interview. Bob Arum behind him, no, we're going to do Errol Spence because you know that $1 million bonus coming up. But yeah, you know, we're going to offer Errol Spence something. Letting Bud know that, yo, I ain't giving you no $1 million. I'm going to throw him something. I don't know what the language is. This is just from the reports that's out now. I almost wonder, could Bob Arum lowball Errol Spence Jr. and that be considered fulfilled the offer, you know, the contract? Oh, I offered him, you know, $1.5 million. He didn't want to take $1.5 million. What can I do? Hey, what can you do? I ain't got to give you no $1 million now. I offered him $1.5 million. He didn't want to take the fight. What can I do? I tried. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get on social media and act a damn fool. And then they're going to want to fight you. Man, you sound stupid. It wouldn't even look right for Terence Crawford to do that. Real spill, fam. Real spill. Salute to Darian Perry back in that super chat. Oh, the super sticker, man. Much love, man. Much love, man. I appreciate that love, Darian. All day, fam. All day. All day, man. Salute to you all, man. Salute to you all. I seen the homie D-Lo up in there. Yeah, what's up, man? D-Lo 44 boxing in the building. What's up, fam? Everybody that hears the sound of my voice, D-Lo 44 boxing is where it's at, man. That's where it's at, Joe. When I'm between vids and I want to hear some good boxing talk, I'm right there. D-Lo 44 all day. Salute to you, fam, man. What's up with you? Bob knows the Porter fight isn't going to move the needle, in my opinion. I think that's, you know, it's going. I don't see him paying for it, man. I just don't see it. If he bitching about Bud about money right now, he's never really been like real hot on that Shawn Porter fight. I mean, Bob Arum has always ran down the list, and Shawn Porter was never on that list. Well, then again, I take it back. Lately, he's been kind of coming around. Like, yeah, it's an okay fight, it's a decent fight, but who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it? You know? Now, from what I'm understanding, from what I'm seeing, PBC ain't gonna do Bob no favors. It's clear that. And now that this position is out there in the public, PBC knowing that Bud Crawford's contract ends next October, and y'all think that we're gonna send Spence? With this information out there, I'm almost, I don't know for certain. I'm willing to bet though, these people ain't fighting Bud until at least that contract is up. They want to see how he pivot. They're gonna be like, they're gonna sit back, let him do his mandatory thing, keep Spence occupied with somebody. I don't know. But do y'all honestly see them approaching Bud prior to his contract expiring? They can go to Bud with the deal of a century. Look here, Bud, this is what it is. You can come on over here to PBC. We get you with a soft touch on the first fight. We'll pay you this. After that, we're going to line up Earl. And if you get through that, we're going to line up a rematch with Earl. Then after, and it's all going to be done on pay-per-view. So the back-end money going to be beautiful for you. Tell Bomac that. Yo, come on over here, man. We got something for you. But if Bud is smart, you get a name in the contract, bro. Look at what he did to Bob. He got Errol Spence Jr. a bonus, a Errol Spence Jr. bonus in this deal. If you go over to PBC, you make sure you get them names in black and white that you're going to get that fight. It's the same way I've always said about Jamal Charlo and facing Demetrius Andrade. I got no problem with Jamal Charlo going to the zone to get that fight, grab the belts, and come on back. But you better make sure you get in writing solid that if I come over there, it's going to be for Demetrius Andrade and Demetrius Andrade only. And then I'm coming back. Or we can do a rematch on my side. That's the way it's supposed to go. That's the way it's supposed to go. Bud is getting later, getting to the twilight years of his career. At this point, he wants the legacy fights. He's paid. He's rich. He got money. He wants the legacy fights. Make it easy for yourself. Bob is not going to have, he is not going to have no clue on what to do with you. I don't think he wants you no more. I mean, when somebody telling you that they don't want you, clearly this is the type way they talk to you. Who the hell needs him? I don't need him. I'm good. I got Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum, ever since he done flushed Vasil Lomachenko out of the way, didn't give him a rematch, flushed him out the way. He got Teofimo now. He got a star. Bob Arum is now in the star business. He's been looking for a star for a long time. Y'all understand that. Bob ain't really had a certified star since what? Manny left? Since Manny left? Ain't had nobody to fill them shoes. Tried to do it with Tyson Fury, flopped. Tyson Fury couldn't sell no tickets. Only way he can sell a ticket is if the name Deontay Wilder is attached to him. So he can't sell no tickets. You don't got no stars, but now you got Teofimo Lopez, so it's like, who needs Bud? You don't think he gonna give Teofimo Lopez, Ramirez, and Taylor? That was used to be Bud's fight. I remember Bob Arum running around boxing, talking about some of the 140 fighters are going to come up and challenge Bud. Now I'm hearing Teofimo Lopez is going to go to 140 and take those fights. Bud, what are you waiting for? Is there anything left to talk about? Your fight about to be poof, pow, be gone, champ. It would have been a beautiful fight to see you, the last undisputed champion at 140, fight the current undisputed champion at 140. That was prior to Teofimo Lopez winning. Now, Bud, where you going to go? What you going to do? Why are you thinking about this so hard? You made your money. Get the hell out of Dodge and go get that money over at PBC. It's a simple deal. It's a simple deal. You coming off an impressive, tremendous win against a damn good fighter in Kell Brook. And you did something to Kell Brook that no fighters have been able to do. Not one. This is your moment, and you capitalize on it. Don't let this Bob Arum put this crap out here, try to show for you, because he has no idea on what to do with you. He don't know how to sell you. He never knew how to sell you. He never knew. Talent doesn't move the needle with Bob Arum. Like I was just saying, like D-Lo just said, that don't move the needle. If that was the case, he would have never gotten rid of Guillermo Rigondeaux after he beat Nonito Donaire. But he had no idea how to sell him. I got this talented ass fighter who can kick some ass, but I don't know how to fill an arena with this dude. What do I got to do? He had Guillermo Rigondeaux who couldn't talk no English. Who barely comes around. Same thing. I remember Andre Ward. Same problem. Number one pound for pound. The best fighter in boxing. Couldn't fill a hot dog stand outside of Oakland. Is what they used to say. What does it, I mean, to these promoters, you can be the greatest talent in the world. But at the end of the day, if I ain't making no money off you, man, you kick rocks. A lot of these promoters will rather take an Adrian Bronner. They would rather take an Adrian Bronner before they take a Terence Crawford. That's 2020 boxing. Let me see what the fam talking about. Let me see what the fam talking about, man. Oh, man, D-Lo 44 boxing in the super chat. Thank you, family. Much love to you, homie. Much love. Much appreciation, family. I caught your replay today. All day. Much love to you, man. And I caught your video earlier today that you did, man, and saying giving Bud his credit. Absolutely 100%, man. All day. I appreciate you, man. We had a good time last night, man. For everybody that came on through last night, my apologies on the technical difficulties. That really, really blew me. I mean, the sound was going in and out, man. I was so mad about that. But we still had a good time. And thanks to everybody that came through last night. And most importantly, thanks to everybody that signed up just over the weekend, man. The channels did very, very well over the weekend. And I just want to say thank you and welcome to everybody. You know what I'm saying? All day. I think Porter and Bud is a good fight. And I thought PBC offered up Porter. No, they never offered up Porter. Porter had to think about it. He had to have a conversation. That conversation took 3 or 4 years to have, but he had to have a conversation. Now that they supposedly had some sort of conversation, and I hear Porter is kind of whispering Bud's name or something like that. I heard he was on a podcast and he said like 2 sentences involving Bud's name. I don't know. It ain't definitive. I don't see him in front of me like he did with Danny Garcia dressed in the whole WWF. I don't see none of that stuff. I hear the whispers. I hear the pss, pss, pss. Tell Bud I want to fight him. Somebody, hey, yo. Tell Bud I want to fight him. I hear something like that going on, but I don't see no I don't see him standing on it like, yo, I want that fight ASAP. I'm next in line. I'm the mandatory. Let's go. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I don't hear Shawn Green Suit Porter coming out with nothing like that. I think he whispering. He's like, I want to fight Bud now. Does anybody hear me? And I remember I think he was saying this while Bud had a fight. So now that Bud don't have a fight and he's number 1 in the WBO, let's see Shawn Porter. This should be the week that Shawn Porter come out on his Porter Way podcast or wherever he got to go and make it be known. It should happen this week, right? We should all be looking for Shawn Porter to really call out Bud this week if he really wants it. Now, if I don't hear a word from Porter after this week, fam, when am I supposed to think? If I don't hear nothing from Shawn Porter during this time when he's #1 to face Bud, what am I supposed to think? Y'all gonna come to me shooting me links to what Kenny Porter said, shooting me links to what the homies that sit on the couch with Shawn Porter said, but ain't nobody gonna send me nothing telling me that Shawn Porter want this work. I understand. Who wants to see the fight anyway, right? They love each other. They friends. You know, they all friends and all that. Who wants to see all that? But how old will he be? 34 or 35? Facts. That's the name of that. That's always been the name of the game, I believe. The name of the game on the other side has always been to age Bud out. Bud has been at welterweight how long now? And he still ain't fought them dudes? It ain't like this is his first year at welterweight or second year. Or what is it? Third one, his fourth year at welterweight. Fourth year. Let that sink in. The man been at the class for going on his 4th year. And yet they still ain't fought him. Yet Bud tried to go above and beyond to get something put in his contract to make sure that his side attempts to make the fight. Yet they've been clearly not making the offers. Clearly. So it's just all jacked up, man. It's all jacked up. It's all jacked up, man. It's all jacked up. Let's see here, man. D-Lo says, yo, man, Bud can also get the Pacquiao fight without Bob, in my opinion. And that would be the biggest victory if something like that was to happen. I don't know if Manny Pacquiao paying anybody no attention. I almost wonder. I know he got to be keeping his eye on everything moving right now, but we don't hear much from him. You know, we heard Conor McGregor and stuff like that. So I don't know if he paying these dudes any attention or not, man. You know, if he could, I don't know how much he's in the PBC side. I think Pacquiao just doing what he want to do and everyone's just waiting. Pacquiao the man, Joe. I got to give it to him, champ. Pacquiao the man. Pacquiao is the man. Salute the Pacquiao nation. Pacquiao is the man. That man is 40-something years old. And he got boxing waiting on him. What is Pacquiao going to do? 40-something-year-old fighter. Got the whole sport on pause, waiting for him to make a move. God, Pacquiao the man, man. Pacquiao the man. Salute to Manny Pacquiao, man. Salute to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Crawford looking better as he gets older. Absolutely. Much more methodical, thinking in there. That brain is always working in that ring, man. Salute to Terence Crawford, man. Beautiful performance. Did y'all see what Kell Brook had to say? I'm sure y'all seen the quotes that came out about what Kell Brook had to say about the performance. He says, and I'm gutted because nobody could have gotten me in better condition. I was bang on the limit. Maybe I could have been a bit more relaxed and loose and let the shots go. I already said, this is Terence Crawford. That's what he had to say. And then he also went on and says that, listen to this. Nobody has ever done that to me in sparring or anything. He said it was one of them. I got caught with a shot that I didn't see. Man, do y'all hear? Do y'all know how powerful this statement is right, Cheeto, in front of you? Nobody has ever done that to me in sparring or anything. So for people running around, Kell Brook is shot and he was this and he was, listen to what he is telling you. This ain't never happened to me before. There was no signs leading up to this point that this was going to happen. I was in the best shape of my life. Look at what he said. He says, I'm gutted. Nobody could have gotten me in better condition. He was in the best shape of his life. I almost wondered one thing, and I didn't bring it up pre-fight, and that was Kell shrinking down to 147 after all of these years. And given that he hit 147 right on the dot, and I'm looking now at his punch resistance and how that punch resistance was like gone. Kell's punch resistance definitely got lowered. You think he had to lose fluid around the brain? You think he had to lose fluid around the brain to make the weight? That's a dangerous, dangerous practice that goes on in boxing. Do you think he had to lose fluid around the brain? And for those who know, you know. Punch resistance was the worst punch resistance I've ever seen from Kell Brook. Never seen him not be able to take a hard jab. A hard jab for after Gennady Golovkin wailed on this man. Wailed on him. The first punch in the Gennady Golovkin fight hurt Kell Brook. Very first punch. He recovered. But the very first punch that Gennady Golovkin threw on Kell Brook in their fight hurt Kell Brook. And he recovered just to make it through all of those next few rounds. Bud clocked him one solid good time, and he was through. Did you think he had to lose fluid around the brain? That's all I'm gonna ask. These fighters are doing that, man. I mean, seriously, bro. These fighters are literally losing the fluid around their brains to make weight. Ain't that much money in the world, champ. Ain't that much money in the world. And that's why you got to salute these fighters for what they go through, man. Real spill. I got Lawrence Williams in the building. Salute, family. Salute to Lawrence Williams, the man. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? I enjoyed them fights over the weekend, man. But a bad man, Lawrence. He a bad man, fam. He a bad man. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Mikey claims he and Pacquiao are next. I forgot about that, D-Lo. Thank you, family. Thank you. I forgot about that. I know he said Conor McGregor, I know that's right. Mikey Garcia is supposed to be next in line as well. And he claims that him and Pacquiao are sitting down talking, but then I hear Bob. So here's my deal. Who's telling the truth and who's lying? You got Bob Arum on one hand saying we offered him $23 million and he was going to take the Bud fight. I got Mikey over here talking about some, oh, yeah, me and Pacquiao been talking and Pacquiao can't fight nobody until he fights me. Okay. And then I hear Pacquiao people talking about they want to face Conor McGregor. Somebody lying, man. Somebody lying. Who the hell lying? Somebody lying, man. You think it's Bob? And that's why Bud asked him that? Somebody lying. I don't know exactly who, but somebody lying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. All day. Oh, man. Fam is in the building. My main man. Salute to the storm. Stormy B-Man in the building. What's up, family? How you doing, man? I hope you enjoyed those fights. You see that call, man? The length. The reach, you called it, Stormy. Would you say 74-inch reach came into play? That jab was landing, but it came into play. You see Bud stood on the outside, man. Good fight, man. Good fight. Salute, Mainman Mademan. Bud IQ was on display more than his skill set. Brook was too basic. Nothing beyond the jab. And I told somebody this. I said, you know, I think it was me and Stormy when we was talking. Remember I told you, Stormy, like, I never seen Brook go anything above what he's always been. The 1-2 Brook. 1-2 or pull counter. It's been the same Brook each and every time. Never really spends too much time downstairs. The same exact Brook. And in this particular case, Brook was working his jab, but it was nothing else. He was waiting on the counter shot. He was waiting on the 1-2. It was the same Brook. We're talking about the same Brook versus a man that can make adjustments on the fly. Bad matchup, man. Bad matchup. Salute to the fam, Stormy B-Man, man. Yeah, man, it was a great fight, though. I mean, Bud is who we say he is, fam. Bud is who he say he is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, my man Light Lit Up says Bob is a lie. Facts. You say, so you think Bob is the one that's lying out of everybody who claim that they got a Pacquiao fight. Bob says, I got $23 million for Manny Pacquiao. Mikey say, yo, he coming over here to the zone, and we gonna fight. You know what I mean? Now Bud is telling Bob, oh, I still want the Pacquiao fight. You know what I mean? So, yo, man, I don't know which one to believe, bro. Man, that jab Crawford hit Brook with was kind of a right hook, and it hit him in the upper nose / lower eye / cheekbone area. And that gotta hurt and will make you lose your equilibrium all day. All day. What a shot, bro. Perfectly landed shot, man. All day. 1-2, B. That's all he got. That's his fate. That's Kell Brook. 1-2. The 1-2 and the pull counter. You know what I mean? And he throws a nice uppercut on the inside, too, that he likes to mix it up sometimes. But outside of that, even when he's in danger, even when he's it's the same Brook. It's the same Brook. Brook is not an adjustment-making type fighter. Whatever game plan he comes into the fight with, that's the game plan he riding with. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. All day, Stormy. All day, man. Salute to you, family. Salute. Salute to the homie. D-Ray in the building. What's up, man? What's up with you, man? You know, we talking this real spill. You already know. 1-2 Brook, just like Postal. 1-2. Very predictable pattern type fighter. Facts. And it wasn't going to be too much longer before Bud downloaded that. Process that. Say, okay, that's what you are? That's all you are? You working the jab, but if I take the jab away from you, what else you going to do? He started lead off with the right hands. I told y'all, man, at the end of round 3, he caught Bud Crawford with a right hand that was gorgeous. I mean, it was beautiful. Straight down the pike, landed right on the button. Bud ate it. That's the one I think that caused the little damage on his eye. It was a straight right hand, man. Brook's bread and butter. But that bread and butter, a little stale. You know, the brownie's a little stale. Everybody sees it too predictable, man. It's too predictable. It's too predictable. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. But Brook was winning. Brook was winning only while he was being downloaded. Remember, Kevin, Brook won while he was being downloaded. When the execution portion came, there was no more Brook. Straight drop in the super chat. Much love to you, family. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Salute, my guy. Keep up the good work all day. Hey, man, with supporters like you, man, you make it worthwhile, fam. I appreciate you, man. I really do. I appreciate all y'all, man. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Real spill, man. Light Lit Up says Bob has a history of lying. I agree. I agree. I think if Bob has a major history of lying, and I think Bud is onto it. I'm telling y'all, that was done for a reason, him asking for Manny Pacquiao in front of Bob. So it is what it is. So I'm guessing now, after Bob came out like this, there ain't no more to talk about. What else is he going to do for Bud? And one thing I want to leave y'all with before I do get out of here. Remember something about these contracts. I think we talked about this the other day, or even when we talking boxing. When people talk about these contracts, they re-up on their own. Meaning that sometimes if a promoter do a certain thing for a fighter at the end of his contract, that contract automatically re-up. Bud got a year left. I don't know what that one thing can be. In most cases, it's usually either a title shot or just to face very, very good opposition. It's got to be one or the other. It's usually one or the other. I don't see either one coming in Bud's immediate future unless Bob can make something happen. But if he does, if Bob does make something happen, don't be surprised if you hear about Crawford resigning. He may not have a choice. If Bob checked those boxes. I try to tell people, Kell Brook, perfect example. The way he was able to get out of his contract with Frank Warren was because Frank Warren could not fulfill the obligation of getting Kell Brook a title shot when Kell Brook was due a title shot back in the day. He was due a title shot from Manny Pacquiao. He made his way through the WBO rankings, and Frank Warren could not deliver. And so that allowed Kell Brook to leave out of his contract. But if Frank Warren would have delivered and got Kell Brook that shot, guess what? Kell Brook's contract would have automatically re-up because he got him a title shot and he fulfilled that promise. So we'll see. A year is a long time in boxing. My opinion, after seeing this, I was already on the train of Bud leaving and going to PBC as a boxing fan. But now hearing the way Bob Arum is talking about you, bro, it ain't no upside for Bob there. And he gonna start scheming on you, champ. I think he gonna start scheming on you. I'm just keeping it 100. And he gonna start thinking about the money he's spending. And he gonna start thinking about, I'm spending too much money and this, like he's telling you. Hold on, let me pull that quote because I want everybody to see that, man, for those who didn't see it. Hold on. Oh, here it is. The question is, do we want to keep him? Look at what he's saying. The question is, do we want to keep him? I could build a house in Beverly Hills on the money that I've lost on him in these last 3 fights. That's how Bob is looking at you, man. He's not looking at you as he said on the, this is the greatest welterweight and Spence. Yeah. This is the #1 welterweight. But man, that shit was fake, bro. This is what he feel about you. Bud on this game, though. Bud on this game. So Crawford Nation, one thing you got to give one more box that Bud Crawford checks is that he is a astute businessman. He's a good businessman. He's got a great contract that works for him because he ain't got to sell himself and still make a bag of money. He's on the biggest network in the world. Good for him. And he's taking Bob to the cleanest because he got Bob under $1 million bonus. Good for Bud. I'm sure Bob getting some sneaky money on the back end. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure he got some promoter fees in there. But at the end of the day, Bud got a good thing that works out for him and his family. And he ain't got to act a fool, most importantly. But this is how he feels about you. You're 33, 34 years old, 33, 34 years old. It's time, bro. You've given him many good years. You've given him more than a good opportunity to make you into a bigger star. It ain't going to happen. This is as good as it gets. Bob has done all he can do, I believe. Aside from ponying up a boatload of money to lure one of the other side, the fighters from the other side, there's nothing else Bob can do for you. Nothing else he can do. He could have got you the Texera situation, but Bob is running low on options when it comes to Terence Crawford. And now that Teofimo is the star, well, the 140 fighters, they may be fed to him. So it is what it is. Thumbs up for the fam, man. Thumbs up for me. And most importantly, rock D Bells. Let me make sure I got everybody comments before I get up out of here, man. Much love to the fam. I got the fam in the building. Ron Boy Fresh, what's up, man? Send him home, bud. Send him home. That's it, man. Hey, Ron Boy, it's only one box left to check for Bud, fam. One. And that box is called Errol Spence Jr. After that, if Bud want to ride over to the sunset and call it a career, he can. He'll make a boatload of money in that fight. He wins that, leaves the sport possibly undefeated. If he can beat a Errol Spence Jr., you want to talk about great. Now that's great. Now that is great. All day. D-Lo say, yo, man, the way Bud looked at Bob when they asked Bud, what will it take to make the Spence fight was priceless. Exactly. Hey, bro, I ain't never seen a promoter and a fighter on two separate. How you got the fighter saying Manny Pacquiao and you got Bob saying Errol Spence Jr.? They are like this, bro. They on two separate pages. I think Bud is trying to get all he can get before he walk out the door. You know what I mean? As he should. You know what I mean? It's just business. It's only business. Bob would do it if he had that one leg up. And whatever comes new, I hope he don't shelf Bud for this next year. I'm hoping that WBO mandatory get called and we're going to see what Shawn Porter going to do. But outside of that, man, I mean, what else is there for Bud to be over there on Top Rank to do? Ain't nothing for him to do. He can just chill. Wait for that contract to run out, right? It's the only thing I can suggest. Bob is just upset that he got to pay Boogeyman Bud that $1 million all day for every fight that they don't deliver Earl's signature on a contract. Absolutely. The clock ticking, Ron boy. What they say at the end of the year, he got to pony up $1 million. Clock ticking, champ, November 15th. You got a month and some change. You got a month and a half to make an offer to Errol Spence Jr. And Earl fighting in 2 weeks, so he ain't probably entertaining no offers right now. Get that $1 million ready, Bob. Get that $1 million ready, champ. You giving that money up, man. What about waiting on Taylor and T.O.? He ain't going to wait that long, bro. Taylor, that's what I was saying. Like, Josh Taylor is going to be facing Jose Ramirez for Undisputed, right? That was promised to Bud. There's Bob Arum is on record several times. Oh, yeah. Bud will fight the 140 champion. You know, several times. Soon as Teofimo Lopez win, all we hear about is Teo going to eventually move up to 140 and face the winner. That's all we've been hearing. Bud ain't going to wait for that. So Bud got to now wait for Teofimo. He already had to take a step back to Manny Pacquiao for many years. Then when it was his time, he stepped up. Then here comes Vasil Lomachenko, which made him step back. No, I take that back. When he was to step up, here comes, we'll say Vasil Lomachenko. That makes him step back. Then more questions about Bud started to rise. When is he going to get a good fight? Well, ain't no money in the budget for Bud. Then here come Tyson Fury, soaking up all the ESPN budget money. So then Bud gets pushed to the back again. How many people? How many? And now here we go. Teofimo Lopez is the new star. So Bud had to go through Lomachenko. He had to wait for Manny Pacquiao, Tyson Fury, and now Teofimo Lopez. And now they about to feed the 140 champion to Teofimo Lopez. No respect, man. No respect. I'm sure Bud had to fight hard for the deal he got. I'm sure they had to sit Bob down like, if you want to keep me, this is what you're going to have to give me. Bob probably had no choice. But Bob is looking at it like, I lost money. I thought I was going to be able to get the Spence fight. I thought we was going to get somebody from PBC. We ain't got nobody in almost 4 years. So, Bob, now you ready to toss. Leave, Bud. You got no reason. I repeat, no reason to be there, bro. The writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Fam, bam in the building. Bruce goes. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Salute to you, man. Ron Boy says, yo, Bud financial advisor is Warren Buffett. Oh, yeah? Never knew that. Don't wonder my man balling out here making these good business moves. Got Bob Arum under bonuses, $1 million penalties if you don't get fights. I like it. Bud smart, man. Bud on this game, man. Bud on this game all day. World McCray in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? What up, fam? Sorry I got here late, man, but I liked already and ready to participate. Salute to you, World McCray. I appreciate you sliding through, fam. We have been kind of going for a minute. I'm about to kind of sign off, but much love to you, and I'll be back here tomorrow, man. This was something short and sweet. This wasn't an official We Talking Boxing. Tomorrow when we get on here, though, what we are going to be talking about is the Tyson Fury situation. Did y'all hear the news? Tyson Fury ain't fighting in December. We shocked. Do I look shocked? Do I look shocked? Did I not call this from day one? Tyson Fury ain't fighting in December. Get out of here. And he's telling everybody, whoever wasn't with me, don't stand with me in the glory. What glory are you talking about? The Deontay Wilder glory? Is that what you're talking about? Hold up. I thought the December 5th fight was a lock. I thought the mediation was a joke. That's what y'all told me last week. We're going to get there tomorrow. We're going to say that for tomorrow. But I got a lot to say about that. But I told you, you ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't going nowhere. I told y'all. Your boy know a little something. Your boy know a little something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I thought Ramirez and Poster were both going to 47 after their bout. They was going to come to 47 prior to Teofimo Lopez emerging. They'll look at Teofimo as a hot young star, and they can make probably more money with him than Bud. Pound for pound, number one versus a bag of money. Damn the pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they're going to look at it. And that's just the truth of the matter. That's how they're going to look at it. You know, Bud is not going to budge, and salute to Bud. He didn't budge off his guarantee even for this Kell Brook fight. Remember, they wanted Bud to take less money. Remember, Bud told Bob right before this fight, I ain't taking no less money. I need what's in my contract, or else we just going to have to wait till next year. Damn, Bud. Hey, Bud straight stood on it, man. Stood his ground on Bob. On top of that, got him under $1 million penalty. And y'all think Bud ain't up on his business? Man, it's up on his business. Yo, fighters, take note, man. Fighters, take note. I'm glad this clears up a lot for crazy fools thinking Bud is ducking any smoke with anyone. That man is on a mission for undisputed facts. I'm a thorough believer now. I was already a believer, but I'm a thorough believer now. I ain't never heard of a fighter doing this. Taking his own promoter to task over a big fight. And making sure that if you don't want to get me to fight, then you're going to pay me. But, hey, bro, I don't even think Floyd ever done nothing like that. I mean, no one has ever, either you get me to fight, if you don't, you going to pay me? Hey, Slim, that's like, hey, fighters, take note. All of y'all fighters should be stepping to y'all promoters like this. I would. Let me up, man. Look, I heard Bud told Bob, man, we going to have to talk some business, cuz. Me and you, hey, guess what? You don't get me this fight by this date, then every year after that, man, I need $2 million on the side if you don't get me that fight. Damn, champ. Hey, I like that, man. I really like that, man. I really like that. Bud is an astute businessman, champ. I got to give it to him, man. That's a boss move right there, man. That's a boss move. Nah, Slim, it's 2 M's so far. He got paid an M for Kavaliauskas and $1 million for Brook. I heard that. That's what we reported earlier. I know they said he got it for Kavaliauskas too. So what? Every time he fight and you don't get me the big one, it's $1 million on the side with the $3 million guarantee. That's $4 million a fight. Yeah, I'm looking over at the PBC dudes and them boys getting guarantees of 1.2 and 1.3. Miss me with it, man. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I've been saying that dummy wasn't fighting in December. Exactly, D-Lo. We knew what it was. He knew what it was. They all knew what it was. Where's Fury Nation? I hope y'all show up tomorrow. I got a lot of questions. You know, I want a Fury fan on the panel to rock with me. I just want to ask some questions. A knowledgeable Fury fan to come rock with me tomorrow. That would be great. I'm not going to be on here yelling and screaming and all that. You know, we're going to have a discussion. I just want to ask some simple little questions. That's all. I don't think he's going nowhere, champ. I think he's going to have to face that music. I think he's going to, and I got a better understanding of this mediation arbitration thing now. I tried to break it down with my limited law knowledge, but now I'm crystal clear on it now. I sat down with some people who broke it down to me, and I'm going to break it down tomorrow. Oh, yeah, this thing got some teeth. Man, my man Bomb Squad, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. It's just Alan say, yo, man, I love this boxing channel. Much love to you, family. Much love, man. I appreciate that, man. Hey, yo, man, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all support over this weekend, man, has been much felt, you know what I'm saying? You know, I really appreciate all the support that everybody's been showing, man. And just know that everybody just know one thing that I live by, you know, you rock with me, you support me. I'm in your corner 150%. You dig? I'm in your chats. I'm in your comment sections. You can rock on the panel with me and I can rock with you. We fam. I don't give a damn about your boxing opinion. I don't care. Support who you love. You love Tyson Fury, you better be in front of me supporting Tyson Fury, or I'm going to look at you as a snowflake. You an Errol Spence Jr. fan, you better be here supporting Errol Spence Jr., or I'm going to look at you as a snowflake. And I'm going to be all over you. If you rocking with Bomb Squad, you best to be here rocking with Bomb Squad. Y'all keep where I'm going? We cool, man. We homies over here, Joe. We all chill. And it's a lot of good boxing channels in this chat. You know what I mean? All day. Salute to you all. Everybody that's out there putting that work in, man. Real spill, man. Real spill. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, that's another thing. I see y'all chatting it up about the blocking. That ain't how we get down over here either, man. I don't care what your opinion is. You come in here and say, yo, main man, I think Tyson Fury gonna knock Deontay Wilder into the middle of next week. I'm gonna say, oh yeah. But this is what I think. I'll be damned if I'm blocking anybody. I don't care who you support. And if you from a home, if you don't support your hometown fighter, I'm gonna look at you as a snowflake. Don't come to Mainman Mademan tell me somewhere you biased. We all are biased in one way or another, and I don't give a damn if you are. That ain't how we get down as boxing fans. I will never tell you how to be a boxing fan. I will never tell you how far in support you should go or not. You come here and make your case, because I'm sure gonna make my case for Gary Russell Jr., for Bomb Squad. I'm gonna make those cases, and I ain't gonna run from it. Terence Bud Crawford all day. So anyone who just rocking with the homie, just found the homie, because it was a big weekend for me, man. I want y'all to know something. I don't give a damn who you like. You can come talk your stuff here. Smoke him if you got him. Roll up. Throw me one. We homies over here, man. Forget your bills. I don't want you coming here telling me about your problems. I can give a damn. I got my own problems. We come here to get the hell away from that. And I ain't going to turn y'all away for who you love and who you support. And you better be here supporting them. Because the second, if I know you're a Tyson Fury fan and I see you jumping on the Bomb Squad bandwagon, I'm on that ass all day. Much love to y'all, man. Don't forget to rock the bells for the homie, man. Stay up with me, man. You know what I mean? Every time I get on, that bell icon to give y'all that heads up. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you all, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a great night. Most importantly, most of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? When y'all go in there tomorrow, you're going to tell the boss, this is what I need. I'm coming to work. Yes, I'm 2 hours late. And what? I woke up an hour late and I figured I'd take my time. I stopped past McDonald's. I got me a little sausage McMuffin. I sat there. I drunk my frappe. I read the news and then I decided to come to work. You know why? Because I make this place work. If it ain't for me, the lights would not be on. You need me. You need me. I'm the best thing that you got. Give me the keys to the company car and I need a Christmas bonus all day. Much love to the fam, man. I catch up with y'all later, man. Y'all already know how we do. And then to the next one, don't forget the devil is everywhere. Omnipresent, everywhere at the same time, coming to ruin your life, your marriage, your kids' life, your businesses, everything. He want it flushed down the toilet. He wants you walking around miserable, not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. Don't let that happen. Knock his ass out. I catch up with y'all tomorrow, and much love. To the next video. Peace out.